Where does Strawberry Shortcake play in her backyard? In a pastry house. Welcome to the stream, my friends. Happy Tuesday, and thank you for being here tonight. We've got Dead Zergling first in chat, followed by Lucent Jelly and Defiant Salem. Welcome in all. What a juniper berry bad joke. I like that one. It's so cute, Jelly says. Raspberry long cake, blueberry medium cake. So welcome back, long overdue. Return to Strawberry Shortcake on PlayStation 2, the Sweet Dreams game. So we beat this game. We completed this game in one sitting, all the way through, all the way to credits. However, after beating it, I realized something. Bottom left is our save file, and look at that. Difficulty. We're on 2-star difficulty because we're on loop 2. It goes up to 5 stars. And so far as I'm aware, the only way to increment the difficulty is by beating the game. So even though we beat it once, to truly beat it, we have to do it 4 more times. And we're doing it. That other save file is one I created by accident, part of the way through our first playthrough. So we played through the game, and then we did one more level after that. We tried the first level of Loop 2 to see what that felt like, and it was hard to judge, but it did seem slightly more difficult. You know, it's not an especially challenging game to begin with. I'm really off center in my camera here. I don't know if I can repair that on the fly. Yeah. This is pretty much the worst way to do it, too. That looks a little better. I just love messing with stuff like this on the fly. Alright, enough of that nonsense. Let's play the game. Congo, welcome in. Great to have you here, my friend. What devilry is this?
The way to the land of dreams is full of obstacles.
It's maybe a little loud. Welcome back to Strawberry Shortcake. This is our long overdue return.
Help us find a clear path through the Milky Way. Oops, I forgot to tell you that it was possible to go faster or slower with the dreamboat. That will help you to avoid the obstacles and to reach the land of dreams in time.
So this was the game with which we kicked off Jankuary this year. And we beat it on night 1. But I discovered that to truly beat the game, you have to complete 5 loops. So, even though we beat it once, we've got to do it 4 more times. And that journey begins tonight. I don't think there's any difference between the 2 paths that we can pick. I mean, I do imagine that they are slightly different, like, so far as what happens along each of them, but I don't think that there's, like, any effect of the difference.
Great! I was sure everything would be alright. We really are very good sailors.
I'm not sure how, but somehow Frownie is going to find a way to be stuck on a level/challenge for 2 to 3 hours tonight, Zergling says. Almost certainly. Most likely a self-imposed challenge that has nothing to do with anything actually in the game. Character selection. I forgot. We can change characters if we want.
Phew! Here you are. Let's go to Dreamtown now.
Wow, is that really what the platforming was like in this game? Is there not a run button? I don't remember. I don't remember what any of our abilities do. I don't remember what that cloud is all about. Oh my goodness. The jumping is so slow and stiff. Oh, wait a minute. That's what the magic wand is for. It'll all come back to me.
A gift for me? Thank you very much. I have something for you, too.
Did someone overbake Strawberry Shortcake? Oh, big diamond, let's go. Oh, that was a mandatory collectible. Oh. I remember, as I recall, I believe I really enjoyed this game on our first playthrough. I do believe that it's like one of those like very low energy kind of experiences. The music, I don't know, is crazy loud on my end. Okay, cart number 3. Let's go. Oh. No, my collectibles. I gotta restart the whole playthrough. Okay, the cloud is fuel for our magic. That makes sense. As a great connoisseur of Dora and Strawberry Shortcake games, that opinion is pretty valuable, Zerkling says. No, I like this game. It's got, like... The environments are fun. It's got, like, puzzles that are engaging enough. Like, the stakes are pretty low, but they're not non-existent. Necessarily. I don't think you can actually lose a life, but you can lose your collectibles. I may be exaggerating the stakes in this game. Big problem with the jump is you get no horizontal distance. The jump is all vertical. I do wish we could run. Oh no. It's about a 4-hour game, so for 4 more loops, we're looking at 16 more hours to clear the game. That's all. I gotta refill my cloud. Oh no, it's all the way back down here? That's unfortunate. That assumes the puzzles and difficulty don't boggle you. That's true. That's true. I could very easily get stuck and we could be doing this for the rest of our lives. That's alright. I'm up for whatever kind of adventure life takes us on. Ooh, new challenge run idea. Let's see if I can make that respawn. Yeah, don't clear away the grape juice. See how far I can make it playing like this. Not very far, it turns out. We'll save that. We'll save that for a post-game challenge. Hey, Subject Omega, welcome in. Don't worry, we're not going to do that challenge. I'm just trying to give everyone nightmares. I forgot you said you had to beat this 5 times over. Yeah. Yep, I've only done it the once. We've got 4 more. This is loop 2 of 5. No. It's not an awful experience. It's thoroughly mediocre. And that theme song on the title screen is just great. That's worth the price of admission alone. No. This game is sufficiently adequate. I'm going to disappoint someone by saying this, but I've been playing Fortnite and loving it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I've never really played it myself, but I'm sure it has plenty merits. I'm kind of a Fortnite addict myself. Konga says. Hey, Kusarigama, what'd you walk into? This is loop 2 of 5 through this game. This is Strawberry Shortcake on the PlayStation 2. This was our first title for January of this year. We played it and we beat it on night 1. But to truly master the game, there are 5 levels of difficulty that you can only progressively unlock by beating it multiple times in a row. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be, you know, probably the only people on the planet to ever play through this 5 times. Oh, the timing here is, this is tricky. This is tricky. You have to time the growth of your plant with the bubbles to not get blown back. Oh, this is tricky. There's probably some key to defeating the bubbles that I actually just don't remember. That's alright, we'll do it the hard way. Oh my goodness, I'm so bad. Welcome to the final boss of the game. Oh my, that was a challenge. Oh yeah, I pointed this out before, but this clock platform, exactly like Castlevania 64, the very same obstacle exists in that game as well. If you want to be the best, you've got to reference the best. Specifically the rhythm game mode, the AFK mode, where you combine different music together for a unique track, and the racing game mode. I don't know enough about Fortnite to know what these are. Frownie has literally no standards when it comes to games. I used to make a lot of retro videos, Conga says. Lately, it's just Fortnite content. Fair point. I like the Kusarigama weapon. It's a sickle and weight chained together. It was historically never used except the Gamma portion. I didn't know it was a weapon, which was the sickle. I didn't know where the name came from. The final boss of Strawberry Shortcake should be some Dark Souls nightmare creature, Conga says. Yeah, 5 minutes of difficulty spent on bubbles. Well, I mean, if Contra has taught us anything, it is that bubbles are a foe not to be taken lightly. It's Japanese. I mean, that would have been my guess if asked. But I didn't know if it was like, yeah, I just didn't know what it meant. It's a mythical shinobi weapon. The weapon I own is a big wooden hammer, Omega says. I like battle hammers. The battle hammer is a very aesthetically pleasing weapon to me. Hammers and axes. Not like, I don't know that they're actually, like, functionally very great, like, realistic combat weapons, but they're very aesthetically cool. Chozo, welcome in. This is the PlayStation 2's Mario. Every console needs a killer app. Doesn't need to be flashy, just functional. Tetsubo. Also may have been inspired by Skyrim, so my dad made me one during summer. It's my go-to weapon in the first Skyrim playthrough. Just kind of wanted one. Right on. I will always think fondly of the axe and the halberd that got me through Dark Souls. And of course the shield and crossbow. don't remember what the frog is. Oh yeah. Let's go. No. I shouldn't have been so reckless. I wasn't invincible. Uh-oh. Can I not make this leap? There we go. Oh, it wore off. Rather quickly. I wasn't expecting that. It doesn't look like there's anywhere I was supposed to take it to, though. This was several years back. I've had it for quite some time now, Omega says. Let's go. I've only ever used the hammer once, and that was to pulp a couple tomatoes. I'm hoping I never have to use it in a self-defense situation, but if I do, the option is there. I will hope likewise for you. I certainly am not eager to have to engage anyone in mortal combat. Oh, very nice. We have a raid coming in. Key, thank you for the raid.
Oh, no! The crystal's broken!
Thank you, Conga.
Crystals in order to see the giant rainbow again. Be careful. The crystals seem to be surrounded by strange clouds. You better not touch them.
Thank you for shouting out our friend Key. Key, how was your stream? It looks like you were playing Toontown. Love to know how that treated you. Long time no see. I'm happy to have you here whenever we are able. Welcome to Strawberry Shortcake on the PlayStation 2. This is a game we actually played before. We beat this game once, but to truly beat it, you have to loop through it 5 times. The difficulty increases every time you beat it. And there are 5 levels of difficulty, so we are going to stick to it, and we are going to see it through properly, and we are going to beat this game 4 more times. That journey begins tonight. It's been so long, I've kind of forgotten the details of the game. Toontown's fun. Did some Talos 2 earlier as well. Right on.
This is great. You did it.
I don't know a lot about those Talos games, but I saw a bit of the first one on your stream, and they look extremely puzzling. They look very mind-bending, those games. Oh yeah, I forgot we have camera control. Bubsy 3D ruined me. Now I just assume I can't use the camera in any game ever. I do remember this diamond part from our first loop, and this does seem to be more sophisticated than what I remember. I don't remember a part like this where you have to chase an obstacle and duck out of its way. I think that's unique to this level of difficulty. Let me just catch up here with the chat real quick. They're pretty fun. The second one definitely scares me a lot less, thankfully. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm not, I don't think I tend to be particularly squeamish, but neither do I really have a taste for, you know, violence and gore. I think, generally speaking, I can handle it pretty well, but I don't go out of my way to seek it out either. The Talos games are actually not supposed to be scary. I just scare myself a lot, Key says. I can relate to that. I could definitely relate. Not squeamish at all, Kusari Gama says. Subject Omega says, Mortal Kombat, sure. IRL, no. If you can, Conga says, if you can handle the gore in this, you'll be fine.
You'll find the giant butterflies on the top of the mountain. You'll need their help to reach the Dream Factory.
I won't spoil it, but just wait till you find out what the shortcakes are made of. The characters are all, so far as I can tell, identical. They're just aesthetic changes. So I'm just trying to just cycle through them every time it gives me the option. Try and pick the next one. But if I skip over one or mess up the rotation or something, it's not really that big of a deal. Why can I not make this jump? What? Hey, we appear to have gained a new follower. Thank you for coming on board with us, my new friend. I'll preserve your anonymity if you would prefer. But I am very grateful for you. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Oh, I forgot there was fall damage. I'm out of magic. Let's go back and grab some more. There we go. Yeah, I'm not a fan of fall damage. I like when my characters have the ability to land softly from any height. Some seeds. There's nothing down here. This is just a safety net. Hey, Skrullock, welcome in. How's this Kirby Triple Deluxe clone? This is a pretty alright experience. It's a little clunky, a little janky, and a little on the low energy kind of side, but I have enough fun with it. The real challenge comes in the comes in the form of having to clear the game 5 times to truly beat it. It's still better than Bubsy 3D. I love Bubsy 3D. Fantastic game, that one. Yeah, and even then, Omega, I don't know in general how realistic I like my platformers to be. I'm alright with my platformers being, you know, cartoony and or fantastical. One of those games, Shadow the Hedgehog. I haven't I've yet to play that one. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that's not invincibility, it's just speed. So this is a GameCube game. So this is on the PlayStation 2. It's probably also on the GameCube. But I'm playing the PlayStation 2 version. I don't imagine anyone would have had the foresight to insist on exclusivity with this title.
By getting a star, it seems to have gotten stronger. Find 2 other stars and you'll be able to go higher.
Close enough, yeah. I can't even really enjoy this game's music. It's all over the place. I think that was the right move. Coming back here. Well, that second star was easy. Someone mentioned Shadow the Hedgehog. Man, I missed that game, Key sis. I haven't played any 3D Sonic games yet. I've only played Genesis games and when it comes to Sonic, I've only played the Genesis games, an Atari 2600 demake, and a Commodore 64 port. Unofficial port. Maybe also a demake. I had a cool gimmick that was done badly. No, you don't like spoilers, so I won't get into it. Appreciate the anti-spoiler approach. So, the only things I really know about Shadow the Hedgehog, the game, are that the Shadow character is like a super edgy Sonic. And I know that the Shadow game has like a million branching paths. But I don't really know the details of it. I don't really know any of the specifics about like what the gameplay and mechanics of the game are like. But someday we'll give it a go. It might be the only 3D Sonic game I actually own, because I have Shadow on the GameCube. So it's actually within the realm of possibility for me. I don't know if I even own any other 3D Sonics. I don't have the adventure games. And I don't have that one on the 360 that's super notorious. Yeah. Sonic 06. What's going... Oh. Oh no. Ooh, I grew that at a bad time. Yep. The previous obstacle was more challenging than this one. They should have been put in the reverse order. I have to, whenever I'm told to press specific buttons on the PlayStation controller, I have to stop and look at it because I'm bad with the button locations. I've played a handful of PlayStation games, but it's still not enough to, the shapes aren't locked into my mind. Like, you know, A, B, X, and Y are. It's tricky. Because where the angle of the terrain changes there, it's tricky to know what direction to press on the D-pad. You have to press right, even when the ground curves up and down. Clear away the storm. It's all very straightforward, this game. There's like there's a lot of puzzles, right? Like there's the but Like there was that patch filled with storm clouds that, you know, we couldn't pass because we needed the diamond, but the diamond was in a treasure chest, and the treasure chest was locked with 3 keys. But the thing is, like, you come across the keys before you could ever reach the treasure chest. Like, so it's not really a puzzle. Like, you don't find an obstacle and then have to go search for a solution. You find the solution on the way to the obstacle. It's all extremely straightforward. Nothing down here this time. Can we even stand on the edge when it's turned flat? I don't think we can. And really, it's not just that we find the solution on the way to the obstacle, but there's never any chance that it could be any other way. It's not this that we find it, it's that we can't miss it. Is this gonna move? No? Oh no, this is on a timer. It cost me more seeds to collect those than it would if I just ignored them. Because of the fall damage that comes with it. Oh cool, we can actually... I didn't know that. No, I tried to use the wings to break my fall. Well, at least I lost a ton of seeds, but at least I collected those ones that were in the air.
Great! Thank you! Please take some seeds in return.
That one part of the music there where it starts to like, it gets quiet and then it starts to like loop to build again. Sounds like something familiar. I think it reminds me of the Macarena. It sounds a little bit like the music to that. What is this? The stump to a peppermint tree? Oh no. I gotta watch what I'm doing a little bit more. You see, one time they hit a key under the platforming challenge, so I've got to intentionally fail everyone we come across so that I can make sure there's not a key down there at the bottom. Oh. This is a lot of frog power. Seemingly for no purpose other than fun. Which is alright by me, I guess. I'm not gonna sit here and complain about fun. The purpose of the seeds is for purchasing, there's like a in-game store where you purchase additional characters and stuff. There's nothing of like real consequence. You can unlock some like features to like, there's like a movie preview or something included in the bonus features you can unlock, and you can listen to the soundtrack. You unlock the songs individually, but you collect enough of the seeds on your first playthrough to get everything. So while I am very much going out of my way for every seed we come across, there's no purpose to any of them at this point. There's nothing left to spend them on. It's just for the love of the sport.
Fantastic! Excellent! Super duper! Here's the last star!
It's a pretty big game for a janky licensed title. Like a game that you just would expect to be just pure shovelware. It's fairly substantial. Like, there's not a lot of levels, but the levels are huge. We've been on this level for hours. It feels like. I'm hearing so many sounds right out of other games. I'm not really the best at catching those, but there's one sound in Castlevania 64. There's this squeaky iron gate hinge sound that's like from a generic sound library that I hear that same sound effect in movies and TV shows all the time. It's a very particular like squeaky iron gate sound, and it'll show up a lot of times. A lot of times it shows up in as the sound effect for a locker door opening or closing. So that's one particular sound that I'm good at catching, but I'm not, you know, and every now and then I'll catch other ones, but I'm not super great at it. That one I'm always annoying Jelly with anytime we watch something. Like anytime I hear that, I have to pause what we're watching to point it out. There it was. There was the squeaky hinge. Oh my goodness, I'm running out of time.
You did
That was
it!
close.
Look, the Dream Factory is just in front of you.
Good thing I remembered to press the speed up button in time. Hey, final welcome in. How goes the strawberries? Pretty good. You know, this is a real relaxed, chilled out kind of game. Some people might say boring. I'm gonna try and put a positive spin on it. I'm gonna call it low stress.
Whoa, my goodness! This factory is gigantic! I hope you'll find the engine room.
They don't know the word boring until they've lived in my shoes, Final says. Oh no. Ah, I wasn't ready. Keep your magic wand at the ready. You gotta be armed in this game. You don't know when you're gonna be surprised by bats. Interesting, they put a frog down there. That surprises me. Oh my goodness, I'm going up into the rafters. So we have a lot of different abilities up here. I still don't remember what this one does. It creates a cake. I guess it's just a platform. Or I think this is supposed to be a weight to put on top of the Switch. The butterfly lets us hover. The thing is, since we're on loop 2, we have all of our abilities from the start, so I don't know. They don't seem to have any use, generally speaking, in the parts of the game that precede where they are unlocked. Okay, but like right here, this is where we finally need the wings. Okay. All right. Bats are cute, scrunkly fellas, Omega says. Some being so ugly they're adorable. That's usually how I describe fish. The cake was not the solution in this instance. It was once again the wings. Yeah, we played this in January, so I have to replay it, Final, because there are 5 levels of difficulty in this game, and you only unlock each of them by playing the previous difficulty level all the way through. So we beat it once, but it was on the lowest difficulty. So I have to beat it 4 more times to really complete it. And we're beginning that journey tonight. So this is our first quest through loop 2. It is the same game, but the difficulty is increased, so that it is somewhat new. And since we haven't played it for 2 months, I kind of forgot everything about it. So there's also that. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. 5 loops. We'll be the only people in the world to bother completing Strawberry Shortcake. You play such a variety of games, it's impossible to remember them all. That's the beauty of the stream. Cows, welcome in. Always great to see you, my friend. Hope you've had a wonderful day and are ready for some delightful Strawberry Shortcake adventures. There we go. Oh, it's nice because like the stream, because we archived the stream, it creates a record of everything that we play, so I get to kind of outsource my memory. I'm not, like, to your point, I'm very bad at remembering the stuff that we play in detail, but I've got an archive I can reference. If need be. Not that I find it super thrilling to necessarily to sit there and watch my own VODs back, but when a question comes up about a game sometimes, I will reference my own playthroughs to refresh myself on the details. Will this lift us up? Oh, it does. Except I think I'm supposed to hold the jump button? Yeah. Groovy. Always ready for delightful adventures, strawberry or otherwise, Cal says. Appreciate the enthusiasm. I'm feeling pretty enthusiastic about this.
I love it! Please accept this from me!
By the time we're on loop 4, I may be less excited to still be playing this, but you know, it's alright. Loop 2 is alright. I'm gonna go to sleep. See you. Good night, Scrollock. I hope you have a wonderful rest and a fantastic tomorrow. Appreciate you joining us for a while tonight. Be well until we see you again. Oh. Well, that doesn't work like that. See, I wanted to go over there to the left. But I can't pass by that door. This is how I do it. Wait a moment, is this the mandatory path? This isn't optional? This area is too open to be an optional path.
Thanks! I love the gifts. I have some seeds for you.
Oh. I thought we'd have to go to the right for progress. Oh, hang on. Well, that's nice at least. You see that? If we bounce off of a bouncy platform, we do not take fall damage. But if we walk off of a platform, oh, no fall damage there either. What? Hang on. If I jump off this platform, I take damage. If I bounce off of this one, I don't. They look to be very similar heights, though. Let me see if I can... What I need is a bouncy platform next to a cliff. Oh, here we go. This might not work. Bounce off the very edge. No, I hit another thing. I'm trying to do some science here. An idea for a card game sort of fighting game from a card game video game, Omega says. don't really know what that would be like. I don't really play a lot of card games or fighting games. Not being very familiar with either genre, I don't really know how they would work together. Fly, fly, fly! Victory? Question mark?
Thanks. I love the gifts. I have some seeds for you.
There might be another secret up there, but I think I can't get it because I don't have enough, my cloud is empty. I need more cloud. Maybe in here? No more cloud. I was watching a Pokemon trading card game Game Boy stream.
Some gears are missing. I bet the Pie-Man did it.
Then after a fight against a sort of meme in the TGC scene, the streamer got a Ninetales card. I haven't ever played the Pokemon trading card game. I have a lot of Pokemon cards that I got secondhand, but I've never understood how to play the game, and I've never played the Game Boy game. I think my sister had it when she was young. I might be wrong about that. I'm not sure. I'd have to ask her. But I haven't played it or watched it played myself. Card has an ability where if you discard 1 energy, you can force your opponent to swap their active Pokemon with a benched Pokemon. My thing was Magic the Gathering, Kusarigama says. I sold all of them off ages ago. I should have held on to them. My buddy, my best friend when I was in high school was super into Magic the Gathering, but I never got into it. He had tons of cards, an astronomical amount of cards. Underneath his bed there was just shoeboxes full of cards, just tons of them. And sometimes when we'd be hanging out, I'd pull out one of those shoeboxes and just kind of flip through it and look at the artwork on the cards. And I could tell him the name of the card, and he could just recite for me all of the information on the card. He had thousands of cards memorized. I don't know how he did it. It was amazing. He was a machine for Magic the Gathering. But I never learned to play. I did have just a couple of years ago. A completely different set of friends did sit me down and try to walk me through a game of Magic, but I'm terrible at it. I don't have the mind for it. I think maybe if I'd played it long ago in an earlier and assumedly simpler format, I might have gotten into it, but it's not. I don't really think it's for me. Not at this point, anyway. Omega says, by discarding one of the cards that lets your Pokemon do things, you can force the opponent to tag in a Pokemon not in use. I never got past the gotta catch 'em all instructions part of Pokemon to play the game. Too busy trying to get all the little buddies, Cow says. I'm interpreting that to mean, Cows, that you decided gotta catch 'em all does not mean...
Keys to open the door. I'm sure the keys have been hidden in the level.
Gotta catch 'em all does not mean that you have to catch one of every Pokemon, but you have to catch all of every Pokemon you see. Omega says, I've seen this before in tag team fighters. By spending a bar of meter, you can force your opponent to tag their other character in. Alright, I can see the parallel. Oh. What's going on? What is going on? It's not even active. Why is it hurting me? I don't understand. Oh. Oh, I see. I accidentally put that strawberry on that switch. I wasn't even trying to do that. Okay, that's how the strawberries work. I was thinking one of each type, but literally everyone to complete all is also a valid interpretation. Well, I meant to say that I was choosing to interpret it that way. For a comedic effect. That part is not familiar to me. I had the strawberry heading toward that switch. But then I was impatient and didn't wait for it to get where it was supposed to go. Oh. What? Why? Why does my strawberry not count? That one does. What was wrong with the first strawberry? Was it hollow inside? We used to grow strawberries in our backyard when I was a kid. When I was real young, in our backyard, we had a grapevine and we had a strawberry patch. The grapevines eventually died off, and then we only had the strawberries. It was hollow. It was a strawberry. Yeah, it had like a drinking straw. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, that's very good. Beware the tornado.
I love it. Please accept this from me.
Oh, I thought I was gonna cheese it. I did cheese it. Victory! We went over the top. I don't think that's really much of a cheese, though. I think the intended path was actually very simple. Though I can't go back that way now, so I'll never know. If I have the option to choose to believe that we've done something extraordinary, why not just do that? I have way too many ideas for fighting game characters, Omega says. Monster catcher, trading cards, poker, time travel, keytar. Trying to think what kind of gimmick would I want to build a fighting game character around. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. It's hard to think of something good. But I don't play a lot of fighting games, so you know, I'm naturally somewhat out of my depth. The umbrella character. I remember you sharing about that combat centered around the umbrella as a fighting style. Frownie's fighting game character would throw snowmen. I was kind of thinking about throwing a frown, like a boomerang. Just pull your frown right off your face and hurl it like a boomerang. That's maybe not super creative, though. I certainly can't complain about a snowman theme. And now I have another good idea, Omega says.
Get ready.
I think we're 4 stages away from the end. No, it's more than that. The thing is, after you beat this game, it doesn't end until you play through all the stages again in reverse.
This engine can build dreams. It's fantastic. By collecting the good elements, we should be able to build a dream.
This game is a there and back again situation.
There are also bad dreams. Don't touch them.
I don't know if that catch counted or not. There's a lot of bad dreams. Where are all the good ones? One to go. This looks like an incredibly stressful workplace environment. And only 2 of the conveyor belts are functional.
This place quickly.
Build moving snowmen, which are the Mario 64 snowmen who throw snowballs. Character controls a tiny army.
It's time to leave the factory now. If only we had a car. We could get out of here quickly.
Now we have to play the level where we find the car. What? I see a key in the background. I see a key below us. Oops. Gotcha. So much fall damage. I am constantly taking fall damage in this game. Just at every possible moment.
Thanks! I love gifts. I have some seeds for you.
No. No. First I didn't want to come back here, and then I didn't want to leave. It's like summer camp.
Thank you very much. I have something for you too.
I like the gingerbread cookie as the weight. I don't know why, but that one seems like a lot of fun. Oops. Nothing's down here. Oh. Our playthroughs of this game would be infinitely faster if I wasn't compelled to look everywhere for items to pick up. But if I wasn't compelled to hunt for every item in the game, who would I be, right?
Thanks. I love gifts. I have some seeds for you.
Yeah, we have to do the whole game 3 more times after this. Wow, that bat was super aggressive. Did you see that? I got pummeled. We gotta reframe that, though. We don't have to do this 3 more times. We get to do this 3 more times. Right? It's a joy. We're very fortunate. There are 5 levels of difficulty, and each only unlocks after you beat the previous one. So if I want to beat it on the highest difficulty, which I do, I have to play through it. I have to play through it 4 times to unlock the hardest difficulty. And then I have to beat it a 5th time to complete it on that difficulty. And then we'll be the first and only people to ever complete all 5 difficulties of Strawberry Shortcake. Hopefully not. Hopefully there are plenty of hopefully there are plenty of other enthusiasts of mediocre video games out there. Why are the drums so loud compared to every other instrument? I guess the cameraman was positioned closer to the drummer than anyone else. How do I get in there? Oh, I did it too high. I did it too high again. It's more difficult to time than you would think. I still didn't do it the way I wanted to, but it was good enough to get us in here. There was nothing down there, though. I kind of like the crunchy instrument that's playing in my left ear.
This is wonderful. Thank you. I have something for you too.
I would say this is probably a great game for really young kids who are fans of the show. If I had a Street Sharks game, even of this quality as a kid, I would have loved it, Chozo said. I think that this is a pretty good... I mean, I think it's pretty alright for what it is. It's just kind of tedious. It's kind of tedious to play through as an adult, but that's alright. I can endure a bit of tedium. The hanging cages remind me of Jump King. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the PS2 is region locked. I don't know how difficult it is to, I don't remember which character we were using. I don't know how difficult it is to get around that.
You're looking good, but be careful. Many obstacles will slow you down if you don't avoid them. Follow the seed bonuses and use the springboards to...
A game that we shall never beat. Probably not. So I said I'm thinking about playing that Princess Peach game that's about to come out. And if we do that on the stream, then I think we might just do it where we just play the whole game where we just play that game every night until we get all the way through it. But if I'm gonna do that, since it's a Switch game, I think I will also play Jump King every night. So we'll do like 2 hours of Jump King at the start of every stream, and then play the Princess Peach game for the rest of the night. I think is what we'll do. And we'll see if we make any progress at all in Jump King before we beat the Peach game. I think that's what we'll do. I'm gonna go ahead and predict the answer to that is no. But I am not going to make any progress. But we'll see. Just from this segment, I wish this was a racing game instead. Oops. I sure am wiping out a lot. Victory. Let's go.
Did it! But the car can't go further. We have to reach the dreamboat on foot.
Why are most cartoon tie-in games platformers? Cheaper to make, Chozo says. I don't have any problem with that. I prefer platformers to anything else, so. The more the merrier. Oh, there wasn't a bounce pad down there. Maybe I should pay attention, I say, as I run into a wall of thorns. No, I ran out of magic an inch away from that cloud. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Prove it to me and I still won't believe it. Wii SpongeBob Demolition Derby game? Mrs. Puff's Boating School. I have not played either of those. I am, as I so frequently am, without a point of reference. Have you played Vex? I have not. I own a copy of Vex, but I've never played it. Oh, that's a location in the SpongeBob universe.
This area seems to be swarming with fairy birds. Be careful.
See, now look. I have to come down here. I have to fail the platforming challenge because down here is where the key is. So if you didn't believe me when I said that I intentionally have to fail all the platforming challenges to check for pickups, well, there you go. There's one right there. My overall interest in SpongeBob is pretty low. It's not something I have any nostalgia for or anything like that. And I would say that I would be interested to play a bunch of SpongeBob games as like Jankuary fodder, but people seem to really enjoy at least some of the SpongeBob games, so maybe they're not. The problem with that is maybe they're not trash enough for Jankuary. I don't know if the fact that people enjoy them means they're legitimately good or if it's a rose-tinted glasses situation, though. Or maybe a little of both. That would be a fun marathon idea, Cow says. Yeah, I don't know Nicktoons Racing either. Vex is a good game, decent collectathon. There's some jank SpongeBob games, especially on Wii. I might keep an eye out. I don't think I own anything SpongeBob currently. There's probably some Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance SpongeBob games. I could look and see how many of those exist. They would be doable. At the very least. Big Rigs is the worst rated racing game from a dev team, and Game Mill put their stamp of approval on it. Quick! It's a long, long road to finishing this game. I'm feeling the weight of the hours. I want a SpongeBob racing game, not from those guys, Omega says. I couldn't say if we're likely to see that one day or not. I do remember this part of this level. So I was trying to see if you're using your wings, if you can turn them off, and then while you're falling, turn them back on again to fly at a lower height. And it doesn't seem like it works that way. Seems like once you turn them off, they're off until you touch the ground again. Wait a moment, I'm not ready to be over here. Yeah, I am. Oh no! Victory. Let's go. Too high. I commented on how this game has massive levels, and that's not wrong, but the levels are a lot of the same thing in a row.
Well done! Bravo! Good job! Thanks to the dreamboat fuel.
The dialogue didn't even finish. The ending screen cut it off. This, by the way, this here on the save screen, bottom left, where we're highlighted. That's how I know. That's how I know I have to defeat it 5 times. Is because of those stars there. Right? It was the first star for our entire first playthrough, and now, you know, star number 2 on loop 2. So that's how we ended up in this mess. That's how we ended up in this mess. We gotta collect all these stars. So many, I know. 5 loops? 5 loops? I never would have imagined. And if we're actually going to get an increase in difficulty on every loop, that's kind of outstanding. For, especially because the Strawberry Shortcake has a really terrible track record when it comes to, like, value and, like, the video game content you get for your money. Like the Game Boy games and the GBA games, rather. And the Atari 2600 game were horrifically lacking in content. The disappointments of the decade, those games. How did that hit me? I thought I was far enough out of the way.
Great! I was sure everything would be alright. We really are very good sailors.
Alright, I think we're on the last level. Oh yeah, I like the look of this
This is great! You did it!
stage in the evening. Oh, I didn't see that bird. You know what? I thought that the girls were identical and it was just aesthetic changes. But, like, look at the way this platform is moving up and down on the thing that I grew. Angel Cake is the only one that grows a moving platform. So, there are some differences in the gameplay between the different girls. That's incredibly shocking. Both that would be the case and that I would only be discovering it.
I love it! Please accept this from me.
7 hours into the game. at the end of the second loop. What is going on? Get out of my way, bird. Oh no, sorry. I banged my microphone again. Oh. So there is no reason I can discern why a moving platform on the growing thing would be beneficial. Oh no, a tornado is chasing me. Good night, Key. Thank you again for the raid. Very much appreciate that, my friend. It's good to see you. I hope that you sleep well, and have a wonderful tomorrow. I missed the key. I was too scared. I was running away from the tornado. Let's go. I think there's one more door to open. Probably. 3 seems like enough to me. You have a magic wand, Frownie. Use it, you fool. The music on this stage sounds a little bit Banjo-Kazooie-ish.
Thanks. I love the gift. I have some seeds for you.
In part. Another tornado, run! It's pretty astounding how much damage I'm taking. I can't grow a flower on top of a flower? No fun alert. I'm stuck. I picked a bad place to grow this. No, don't fade out of existence right when I need you. I thought I was going to be too high to grab that key. Oh no, it's not over. This isn't the last door. There's another one yet. All the levels in this game are super massive. Who has ever played a game with levels like this? They just go on forever. Forever, 5 ever, 6 ever. I can't grow a tree on a cloud. I'm getting tired of finding out all the places I can't plant trees. Levels the size of Skyrim. Yeah. No kidding. Move over, Breath of the Wild. Strawberry Shortcake's got the biggest in-game world. I see the wings being a cool mechanic in a different, more action-based platformer. Maybe an air dash instead of just floating back and forth. Or a glide could work too. Yeah, I mean, you would want something that moves a bit more aggressively in a particular direction. In a more action-based version of this. For sure. No, I didn't mean to use that. I don't know what the point of these clouds is. Can I have multiple cakes planted at once? I cannot. But I can plant it from up here. I'm just glad it's you playing this game and not me. I think that's a pretty understandable way to feel. understand this puzzle. That brings that down. It should bring that up. Why didn't it work like it was supposed to? I wonder. I'll try again. Left side down. There we go. That's all I wanted. I mean, it was a fine puzzle, but it was just janky in its implementation. The key was right there. Wait, I need that key. No, I did not mean to hit that. Oh. Self-inflicted damage. I've brought tedium upon myself. I really hope the area I'm running from is actually a different area and not a... I really hope it's not a different area that just looks like the previous area. It's a distinct... It's a very real possibility and a terrifying one. There's an insanely good Scooby-Doo game on PlayStation 2, Chozo says. What game might that be? I've played a lot of Scooby-Doo games, but I certainly haven't played them all. I have a strong feeling that this may be a game I've actually already played, based on your description. That's the one, Night of 100 Frights. That's the one that I played. I didn't want to poison the well. So I played the Xbox version of that game. Insanely good is not how I would describe it, though. We might have to agree to disagree somewhat on the quality of that game. It's alright. It's a pretty alright game. I had some rough times with it. That put me in a pretty bad mood. I got stuck twice trying to just couldn't make progress for hours. It gets difficult to tell where you can go in that game, and I suffered for it pretty badly. But I mean, we did 100% it. I loved it as a 15-year-old. I played it with my brother, who was 5, and it was for him mostly, but I got right into it. Now, looking at it pretty objectively, it's definitely a pretty alright game. You can do a lot worse for 3D platforming collectathons. My only issues is I got really frustrated not being able to figure out where to go a few times, and it can be pretty janky. But I wouldn't really want to be too harsh on it. Hey Greg, welcome in, and Tommy, both here at once. Welcome in. Never played Pandemonium. Pretty interesting 2.5D side scroller where you play as a jester. That game, you were the third person to recommend that game to me this month. That game is that game is on people's minds, and sadly, no, I've never played it. It looks like that game is pretty expensive, though. So I don't know about the viability of me getting a hold of a copy for the stream. I'd like to, it certainly seems like I should want to give it a try based on the recommendations I've been getting for it, but unfortunately I don't think it's super likely anytime soon. That gust of wind disappeared as I was needing it. Oh no. Sorry if we don't recollect every single one of these every time. We've already collected them all once. Why don't I just fly across? Why even use the wind? What was I thinking? I wasn't. Pandemonium is great, Chozo says. Some of what you watching this reminded me a little of Pandemonium. That and Klonoa as well. That's another game I wish I could play. Klonoa as a remaster on the Switch? Yeah. That'd probably be the way I'd have to do it. I don't think that got a physical release, though, did it? Because I was thinking about picking that up, but I was waiting for a physical release, and I don't know if that ever materialized. How do you prefer 2D sprites and 2D backgrounds? 3D models and 3D worlds? 2D sprites and 3D worlds? 3D models and 2D worlds? Generally, I lean toward 2D sprites and 2D backgrounds. But, I mean, any of, you know... I can think of games of all types that are fine.
Lemon meringue. Strawberry Shortcake, I'm so happy to see you. I bought a very nice gift for you. Oh, thank you. Good night, Lemon meringue. I sure will. Good night, Strawberry Shortcake. Whew, at last it's bedtime. Tomorrow is another day.
I have not played the Maximo games yet. Those are on my to-do list. I've been thinking about playing them a lot, but just the opportunity to drop them onto the schedule hasn't come up yet. But yeah, I would like to do those games. Omega says I like 2D on 3D. Yeah, I guess I'm not really all that picky, but a lot of my favorite games, 8 and 16-bit games tend to be my favorites. With some early 3D in there as well, but a lot of the stuff I like is kind of all sprite-based. Frownie's going to do what I did and 100% Klonoa. And age 10 years in 2 days. I feel like Strawberry Shortcake is aging me up a lot. I feel like I'm at least 5 years older than I was when I started this stream. Alright, that's loop 2. We only have to do 3 more loops. I love the theme song, though. I know it's kind of low volume. I know, it's not even halfway over. Klonoa is a top 20 PlayStation 1 game for sure. Something about a lot of PS1 games, they're nightmare to 100% compared to N64 games. A GG on Loop 2, thank you, Chozo. Thank you, Kusari Gama. Thank you for the GG. I don't remember if the credits end or if they loop. I think the credits go on loop until we hit the button. Yeah. So now we can go to continue adventure. And yep, loop 3, here we go. Alright, we'll start loop 3 in just a moment, my friends. I think I'm going to take a BRB. I'm going to stretch my legs and take the dog out for a quick restroom break. So, I'm going to step away. I'm going to step away probably 10, hopefully no more than 15 minutes at the worst. I'll be as quick as I can, but it's not completely up to me. Thank you for seeing me through another loop. If you want to join me for the next one, just stand by. I'll be back with you in a few minutes.